be the basketball, be like, I'm a real basketball player? How does that work?
All right, we'll go questions for Kemba Walker. We'll start with Mark D'Amico.
Hey, Kemba. Hope you're well. Wanted to talk to you about what the setup is at the courts and, with the video boards and whatnot. I'm sure you probably got to watch some of the first scrimmages that happened yesterday, and I know you guys took a tour of the court. So what's your reaction to what the league has set up for the environment you guys are going to be playing in?
First of all, before I answer any questions, I just want to say that we need justice for Breonna Taylor. We as a group, this is what we want and this is what we need. This is what the world needs. So that's how I want to start this off. To answer your question, it's cool, man. The NBA did a great job. They did an unreal job at, doing what they can to make us be comfortable. We all know that without fans, it's going to be different. It's going to be quiet. So yeah, they did a great job. It was fun to finally see some basketball again, see guys competing, and I'm excited to get out there with my teammates.
Abby Chin.
Hi, Kemba.
Abby.
I'm curious, as we all are always, how the knee's doing. Brad said that everybody went live today. How are you bouncing back from that? And then do you think you'll play it all in the scrimmage tomorrow?
No, I ain't playing tomorrow, but I wish. Felt good, man. I felt really good actually. It was really fun to get out there with my teammates. Yeah, the knee feels good. I'm like I said before, I'm trending upwards and I'm doing really well. After every day that I'm running or doing whatever, my knee reacts really good. So yeah, I'm in a good place right now.
John Corrales.
Kemba, Brad's talking about Jalen and Jason taking steps forward, and I know you've talked about that throughout the course of the season and how happy you are to do what it takes to kind of help facilitate that. But how difficult is it for somebody like you and somebody like Gordon Hayward to kind of play your own games where you guys have been dominant in other places and still kind of help facilitate the growth of these two young guys who are obviously going to be big parts of the future?
I mean, I know what I was getting myself into when I came here. I know how much room for improvement these guys had, and those two guys are two special talents. It's not a problem for me at all. I mean, I love being a part of the growth. It's fun. It's fun. We play fun basketball. I mean, I've been averaging 20-plus points for the last couple of years, so it's not a problem for me at all. I just want to, get to the playoffs and make runs in the playoffs. That's my main focus. I could care less about points and stuff like that at this point. I mean, I know everybody knows what they're gonna get from me on a nightly basis. So yeah, it's about those guys, man. It's about those guys and their growth. It's about those guys getting better. And me and Gordon are the two guys who's gonna help those guys develop as much as possible. We've been around the longest, so yeah.
Question in person for Rachel Nichols.
Around the All-Star break when your knee was hurting, I had told you looking into the future you're going to have a 4-month break. I assume you would have thought, well, my knee's going to feel better by the end of that. How did it feel for you over this time off that it wasn't getting to 100% better, and what have they told you about the long-term prognosis?
You know what? It actually did get better over the break, but I came back and I started to play. I was playing pickup and stuff like that. So that's when it started kind of to bother me. I thought I did a great job at taking care of it, but it kind of flared up on me again. But yeah, the break still was really good for me. Now I'm feeling good. I thought we made a great choice. At just keeping me out of some of these practices until I really started to feel right again. Yeah, it's working. It's working.
What have they told you? Sort of, you're trying to get through 2 to 3 months of playing basketball, if not every day, maybe every other day. What have they told you about how they expect your knee to hold up through that time?
I think I'm gonna be fine. Like I said, my trainers are really great. Brian Dolan, Armin. I mean, I'm working with those guys continuously every single day to get me back on track. And big shout out to those guys because they're helping me tremendously right now. So I definitely appreciate those guys. So it's just all about the maintenance and me staying on top of everything. Staying on top of it, my treatments and my recovery and things like that. So I'm trying to do my best to be mindful of that.
Art Murphy.
Hey, Kemba. Two-part question. Number one, regarding the knee, has surgery ever been discussed
No.
as a long-term thing for that?
No.
Okay.
No, Mark. No surgery.
Okay. And the other thing, Brad said this team should be very hard to blitz if you guys are all fulfilling your roles. Do you see it that way? Do you see what this team can do when you reach a peak offensive form?
I do. Yeah, I definitely agree with Brad on that one. Everybody blitzes. Anyone in particular, you make the right play, get the ball out of that trap as fast as possible. Yeah, it's gonna be tough. We just have so much on the perimeter, so many weapons. So yeah, it'd be really tough for the opposing team to blitz us.
Question in person for Gary Washburn.
Adjusting that and be able to maybe be limited in how you can reach out.
It's tough. I mean, it was really, really shocking, to hear that news. I played with Stanley for 2 seasons, and he was just a happy guy, man. Like always smiling, always in a good mood. He was just fun to play with. He was an upperclassman, so he was a guy who I watched before I got there. So he was fun to play with, man. Throwing lobs and stuff like that. So yeah, it's just a really sad moment for. I really feel bad for his family, his kids. He's a Husky forever. Yeah, may he rest in peace.
Question for Jared Weiss.
What's up, Spider?
Hey man, you were talking about how you haven't had to carry the scoring burden like you used to. Is there something that you feel like you've added new to your game, or something that you think will be new to your role now that the season is coming back?
I'm sorry, can you repeat that? Donovan Mitchell just kind of interrupted me.
I was saying, since you don't have to carry the scoring burden like you've had to throughout your career, have you changed something to your approach to the game, or is there something new that you think you'll be able to bring to the table now after the layoff?
Not really. Just be myself for the most part. I think if anything, it just really been on top of my leadership. When things has to be said, when things are not going right, and everyone's being quiet, I have to be the one to kind of step up and just talk to my teammates. Just get things back on track. But that's really about it. I think just the leadership aspect is where I need to kind of take it to the next level with this team.
All right, last question for Kemba. We'll go Abby Chin.
Yes, Kemba, along those lines, Enes Kanter mentioned that you spoke to the group about the common goal that you guys have and what it's going to take to get there. I'm just wondering, your approach, how different is this for you having this opportunity, and how are you viewing it from the rest of your career up until this point in the NBA?
Like I said, Abby, I'm just kind of being myself. I'm not even looking at it like that. It's definitely a different opportunity for me. Situation that I kind of haven't been in, but at the end of the day, it's still basketball. And I'm gonna go out there and just give it everything I got. That's really all I can do, and that's what's kind of made me who I am today. Just going out there and playing ball and having fun and just playing hard. So, that's what I'm gonna do.
All right. Thank you, Kemba.
No problem. Thank y'all.